Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel, guys. Forgive the brain, it's shutting down, it's been a long day. How do you get nice, thick snow foam, John? I see you've got, like, whenever you do your videos, you've got this thick, lovely foam, and you never used to have. Okay, let's go into the details. No waffling, let's get stuck in. The first thing is, if you have a pressure washer, the more flow of water you have at a higher pressure, in my opinion, the better foam you will get. Now, there's a little bit more to it. There's going to be people jumping at the screen, chomping at the bit, you know, but there are different types of pressure washers. Higher flow, more pressure, I think allows you to get thicker foam. So the moment I upgraded to a K7 Karcher, I've got so much pressure, I can really whip up the products in the lance and make lovely thick foam. That's the first thing. 99% of people that are watching are going to be using a K4 or a K5 or a K2. Okay. If you're using a K2, you know, you're going to struggle. When your snow foam lance is brand new and your K2 is brand new and you've got a good flow going to it and you've got a nice thick product, you can get good foam for a while, and you might find it starts to deteriorate like 6 months down the line when your equipment starts to get a little bit old. Now, before we go on to equipment, if ever you want to make sure your pressure washer is working at full efficiency, if it's an electric pressure washer or even a gas one or whatever, make sure you do not have any stop flow connectors at either end. John, what the hell's a stop flow connector? So if you've got a hose with a little connector on it, like a hose lock, you turn the tap on, normally the water will come out. If you have a stop flow connector on there, no water will come out unless you've got something connected, okay? Now, stop flow connectors have a cross running through the middle of them, and it's a valve. When you push in, that opens a little stopper and opens the valve. However, that cross, that plastic cross that sits in there, reduces flow rate. The first thing you should do with your pressure washer is read the RTFM, read the manual. I'm only joking, guys, because I don't always read the manual, but you should. And you should identify how many litres per minute your pressure washer requires. And then just simply, when you've got all your equipment out, as you're washing your car, disconnect your thing from the snow foam lance, your water supply, and it should all be pouring out water because you won't have a stop flow connector on it now. And time 1 minute and fill up a bucket. After a minute, stop filling it up, measure how much water you've got in there. You should have around 10 litres of water. I think some of the Karchers, the K4s and stuff, require about 8 litres a minute, something like that. It varies. Check it out. Mine needs 10 or even 11 litres per minute, something like that. So make sure you're feeding your pressure washer the right amount of water. The next thing, make sure that your hose pipe is not leaking. There's no drips from the tap, the adapter that goes in the tap, and then if you've got one of those reel things, make sure it's not dripping from where it connects to the reel, and make sure it's not dripping from the connection that goes into the pressure washer. As well as that, make sure there's no water coming out the bottom of your pressure washer. Whenever you finish using your pressure washer, turn it off and fire up the gun to release the pressure from the system. If you don't do that and you leave it under pressure, all the seals are going to deteriorate over time, in fact quite rapidly, and your machine is going to lose pressure, and it might even leak a bit, and you'll lose performance. So burst the pressure out of your system when you've finished it. There's a bleed procedure, isn't there, for Karchers? A lot of time, if you just turn them off with the pressure in there as well, and you've got to use it the next time, it won't fire up, and you have to disconnect the hose from it to release out the pressure and then plug it all back in again, and it jumps back into life. Karcher must get thousands of people returning pressure washers because of that problem. What else, guys? Now, that's ensuring that your machine is working properly, is not going to bust on you and all that sort of stuff. So no stop flow connectors, very important. Make sure you've got the right flow. Next thing is the type of snow foam lance, guys. There are cheap Chinese snow foam lances, and there are expensive PA lances, which are like the Italian made ones, which is the one I've got here, made by Autobrite Direct, which I've had for years. They're more expensive, but they are slightly better quality. Some of the components, the quality doesn't matter so much, but it's things like the little fins at the end. It's things like the gauze filter in the PA lances that do make a difference, and the hose type, you know, they're just slightly better, as always. Now, the thing with snow snow foam lances, fork handles, is that I have so much pressure with my K7 pressure washer that it doesn't make any odds to me which snow foam lance I use. I can use any of them and I get decent thick foam. But when I was down on the K4, it did make a big difference. First thing is, with your snow foam lance, make sure that your filters are clean, and you have the correct type of snow foam lance for the system you're working with. There's all sorts of different pressure washers with different capabilities, different flow rates, cheap K2s, very expensive gas ones that will rip your head off. And so there's different snow foam lances which are set up for different machines. So sometimes buying a snow foam lance that's set up for your electric machine is going to be the way to go. If in doubt, speak to whoever sells the snow foam lance, tell them what machine you've got and what is the best snow foam lance for that machine. Don't message me, because I can't deal with all these questions, guys, and I'm not selling you snow foam lances, so I can't provide support for something I don't sell. So go to the guys that sell them. My recommendation is, if you're on the border with something like a K4 or a K5, that you're better off with a slightly higher quality snow foam lance, although debatable. If you do go for a cheap Chinese one, maybe look to put PA filters in it next time. Another thing you can do, guys, is all these snow foam lances, at the end where the adapter is, so I've got a quick release adapter on this. You might have a KARCHER adapter, or you might have a FLASK, or whatever it's called, or what's the other one, Kranzor, whatever, who knows. You can just undo that with a spanner, and then inside is a flathead screwdriver you can turn out, and you'll pull a little hole, a little orifice. You can upgrade, or it's not an upgrade, but you can change the orifice size. If you get a 1.1 orifice, it creates a little bit more back pressure, a little bit of a faster squirt through there, and that can improve your foam. So I run a 1.1 orifice upgrade in here. The other upgrade, guys, that I recommend you get, it's got nothing to do with foam, is just Into Detailing sell this Dr. Dirt lance, and it stops the bloody thing tipping over. It fits all these, I think these 22 mil. If I do it from memory, I'm going to get it bloody wrong. It's a standard size, guys, so whatever your PA lances or your Chinese lances, this will fit it. But check the fitment size from Into Detailing, specified there. Check it matches your lance to avoid disappointment. But it fits all the standard ones. This will stop this thing toppling over and going flying. And if you've got a snow foam lance, you will know that they are extremely top heavy and they fly around, and they can damage your car if you knock them over, as you've seen me do live when I'm chatting away. Whacked it. No, I didn't whack it, I just caught it and it went bang, 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 bang. This will stop that happening, guys. You can still knock it over, it's still top heavy, but it's harder to knock over. It's stable, basically. So that's my snow foam lance setup. PA, snow foam lance, Dr. Dirt bottle, 1.1 orifice upgrade, no stop flow connectors, and a KARCHER K7, which has massive flow. I hope that helps you get thicker foam. As well as that, picking a foamy gel-like product is going to make a difference, and getting the right ratio. Sometimes you can over-concentrate stuff, which can actually mess it up. So, you know, play around with ratios and stuff like that as much as you want to. Hope that was useful on how to get thick snow foam. Have I missed anything? Don't forget to clean your lance out every now and then. When you finish with it, it's good to empty the product out, the snow foam. You know, empty it all out, and then just keep going till you run some water through it, and then disconnect it is what I tend to do. Once a year you can take it apart. You can take it apart, but if you're a lazy bugger, you like me, what you can sometimes do is just fill up a little plastic square bucket with descaler and soak the whole bloody thing in there and take the little plastic bit off. And I've done that before, and it's helped keep these fins clear and the filter clear, although really you should strip it down. They're a pain in the arse to strip down. If you're going to strip it down, make sure you've got the right spanners, make sure you have some thread lock as well, so that you can get it all aligned up properly. That's it, guys. Take care, and I'll see you on the Forensics Detailing channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on the Patreon page if you've not heard of that. Bye for now.